describe this new lineup of Blind Justice as a much darker, industrial, more hardcore sound. Unmatched energy still. I mean, if you're in the audience, Kris has a way to just pull you in, and he always gets the best musicians. So now you had Vechel and Pete on guitars out front. Kris is the front man. You had new guys on keyboards and turntables, Brendan on bass, and it was heavy. I mean, one song in particular jumped out at me, Falling Sky, that if you gave that song to Ozzy, he would have had a hit with it back then. It was that kind of caliber of a song. And like all great literature, that first line grabs you and pulls you in, you know? So Kris's first line in Falling Sky, he says, "Incest survivor, shit, who cares now?" And it's like you opened up his private journal and read a page without him knowing it. Except he does know it. He welcomes you into that, and you're going to get through it together. Incest survivor, shit, who cares now? The next line, he says, "I was cathartic, and now I'm going to seize the day." It's like he's giving you life lessons on stage, but it's all wrapped in this heavy rock message, and it's something else. I wanted to make a video for this song, and my idea was to use some of the footage they already had from the tune-in and different Connecticut places, but I also wanted to go and film them singing that song on stage, and then separately just film Kris on the microphone up close in a studio. And there's a middle part, you know, the middle part has a different vocal effect, like in Aqualung by Jethro Tull, where the vocals sound like this. Do you still remember December's foggy freeze? And I said, Kris, to me, it sounds like you're telling someone on the telephone what your plans are. So I think we should approach the video like you're on the phone telling someone. So we did that for that section. Are you with me? And then there's a bridge toward the end where he's taunting, going, "Justify, justify." And I said, I think for that, you should sing that into a mirror. I don't know why I thought that would work. Justify, justify. Then the music stops and it's silent for a split second. And he goes, "I want a justified solution." And I said, in that part, Kris, I want your band standing around you. And then once you sing that part, everybody should start slamming into you, moshing like crazy, you know. I said, let's do that in the dressing room. And that's what they did. I remember we did 2 takes of it and it got so out of control that the drop ceiling fell. I want a justified solution. Must have created quite a ruckus downstairs because the club owner came up and he saw the destruction and he's like, "What did you do? You destroyed this room." I was like, the band, the energy was out of control, but that was part of the appeal, I think. And then we went up to a club, I think the Webster, I forgot the name of it, but this club was a multiple floor nightclub, and it also had a gentleman's club on the first floor, like a strip club. And while we were waiting for our own showtime, I suggested to Kris, I said, "Boy, wouldn't it be great if you were on that stage where the strippers are with the light up floor, like Saturday Night Fever light up floor?" And I said, "I don't think we'll be able to get permission." And, you know, Kris said, I don't need permission. Just, "Are you rolling?" I said, "Yeah." And he just jumped up on the stage with the strippers and walked all around the floor. And they immediately threw him out. But I wish we had today's technology with the digital cameras and the high dynamic range. I mean, it was shot on SVHS at that time, was state of the art, but you could barely see the light up floor.